Hi, it's myself, Mystical Blue, and welcome to another exciting episode from Marvelous Videos. Today I'm taking you through Hunger, the reality devourer origin explored. Over the years, Marvel has produced many iconic villains, but a few of them exert a very different kind of power. One such being is Hunger, the reality devourer, who is an entity from another dimension that feasts on entire realities, much like Galactus, the devourer of worlds. He is a massive threat who can cause destruction like no one else. Hunger was a cosmic parasite that resided in the vast cosmic vortex far away from the known cosmos. It ate up entire realities. The Infinity Gauntlet on Earth 616 drew Hunger's attention, who allegedly wanted to devour it, as he has supposedly occurred with many other worlds in the past. But because of the essence of this world, Hunger had to dig a hole for himself to enter. Hunger has the power to consume almost any type of matter or energy, as well as what some claim to be the very fabric of reality. The Hunger was developed by Jim Starlin and made his first appearance in Thanos issue number 1. Without much ado, let's dig further and explore the mysterious origins of the Hunger in our video today. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Hunger, the reality devourer origin. An entity called Hunger has devoured countless worlds. He had just finished eating an entire universe when he first discovered the 616 realm. He was drawn to the Infinity Gauntlet because of the energy it emanated during the Infinity Gauntlet incident. As it was moved away from Thanos, power signal it sent forth quickly vanished. Hunger was aware of the presence of 616, but was unsure of its location. Hunger eventually discovered 616 again when Magus utilized it, yet he quickly discovered that he was unable to get it since this world was spherical. This required that it be accessible from the inside as well as the outside. While Hunger could access the outside of this specific realm, he needed a pawn to access its inside. Thus, Hunger deceived Galactus into believing that the frequency patterns of the Infinity Gems were identical to those of the worlds he consumed. Galactus subsequently used this as an excuse to pursue and acquire the gems, which directly contributed to Hunger's narrative. Galactus is persuaded by Hunger to construct a mechanism that would eliminate his need to consume planets, but in truth, Hunger is only able to enter this world through the device. Galacticus's mental state was likewise affected by Hunger, making it impossible for him to see the reasoning behind what he was creating. Galactus collected the gems from both within and outside the world and put them together in a crux, but it really created a portal to the vortex, enabling Hunger to enter Earth 616. Though the portal was shattered and the gems were once more dispersed around the world thanks to Thanos' prompt intervention, only a very small percentage of Hunger was still alive in his reality. Later, the time-traveling Adam Warlock overtly encouraged Hunger to find a method to avenge Thanos using the original Soul Gem. In a parallel universe, Hunger infected the people of Zelkia in 2127, while Thanos faced a nearly omnipotent Thanos in 4657. Despite having ingested all cosmic entities, Hunger finally succeeded in destroying Thanos. Now, let us talk about the comic in detail. Issue number 1 opens in a barren world where Thanos ruminates by himself. Adam Warlock fires an energy blast at a gigantic space dragon that is threatening him, driving it away and explaining that it is a kind of species that was just attracted to Thanos' energy production. Thanos initially claims to be angered by Warlock's unexpected appearance, but he eventually expresses his feelings. Thanos tells Warlock about his whole history and claims that he is to blame for the abolition of life on Regal 3, where he is currently sitting. Thanos claims that his mom, Susan, was the only person who may very well have spared when a nuclear detonation he started killed her. Nevertheless, in Silver Surfer Volume 3, issue number 67, his father, Mentor, revealed the opposite, saying that Thanos ruthlessly murdered his mother in order to learn why he was brought into the world different from other members of his kind. Thanos now seeks harmony after giving up his godhood he attained during the Marvel Universe The End Saga. Warlock says he has no idea what drove him to this location. He was not pursuing Thanos, but they will now journey together to determine where the coincidence leads them. They go to New Rigel, the alleged location of Thanos' quest for atonement. Thanos and Warlock teleport inside the royal palace, wherein they are attacked by palace guards, while Rigelian troops attack Thanos' spacecraft. To Warlock's amazement, Thanos offers himself up, claiming his previous transgressions against them and requesting a place to serve. A mysterious evil entity is gradually emerging in the side panels throughout this time, which is none other than Hunger himself. cell. Hunger would then observe Thanos as he made an effort to atone for his previous deeds by aiding the Rigelians, prompting Hunger to remark, "So it begins." The second issue starts where Warlock reassures the Rigelians that Thanos' repentance is genuine. The High Commissioner asks Warlock about his own background, and Warlock gives a brief account of it. A gang of Rigelian troops launches a coup before they can go on, detaining the Commissioner and threatening to execute Thanos. When Warlock defeats those attempting to capture him, he finds that Thanos has already killed everyone who was watching over him and vanished. They discover Thanos modifying planetary defense system and other things in the planet's main control room. As a courtesy to the Commissioner, he then executes the rebel commander. The Commissioner informs him about a problem on Rigel 18 that needs his attention, and the man reiterates his willingness to assist the Rigelians. They travel there using Thanos' technology and discover that Galactus appears to be attacking the planet. However, Thanos is taken aback to discover him still present there after 3 days without having yet obliterated the planet, offering him optimism that he can keep his promise to the Rigelians by persuading Galactus to go. He promises to kill Galactus in retribution if he doesn't. In the meantime, the unidentified watching entity, or Hunger, claims that everything is going according to plan. Issue number 3 starts where flashbacks show Galactus' past. He was one of a group of Tanian scientists who dove into the galactic egg that triggered the Big Bang, which resulted in the destruction of all existence and its reformation into a new universe. His desire to devour entire universes initially gave him guilt pains, but he eventually learned to stay away. Astonishingly, the energy signature he recently found matches the one he produces when he devours worlds. He views this as the answer to his own problem of being forced to eat whole universes. Thanos communicates with Galactus telepathically by utilizing Moondragon's abilities as a conduit. Thanos questions what he is attempting to take from Regal 18 as they come face to face on the mental plane. Thanos offers to help Galactus in return for information, but Galactus declines. So Thanos attempts to mind meld him in order to find out what he truly wants. Galactus resists and, infuriated by Thanos' brazenness, decides to assassinate him. In any case, Pip the Troll was able to place a number of bugs in Galactus' ship in order to breach into his database. According to Thanos, who claims that it was just a diversionary measure, Galactus turns on his array and starts the retrieval procedure. They understand Galactus wants to trigger a nova in the system's sun. Although Galactus is at the heart of the exploding star, retrieving something from an interdimensional vortex that has opened there, Thanos and his team must flee quickly. Galactus stole something from the alternate universe that Thanos cannot see, but we can observe that it is Rune's skeleton with an Infinity Stone attached to its chest. The spectral figure, or the Hunger, suddenly becomes aware of the reader and declares that it is necessary to talk now. The fourth issue starts when Hunger presents himself to the readers and explains how the Infinity Gauntlet's activation made him aware of your world. He says that he discreetly manipulated Galactus' energy readings to persuade Galactus that the Infinity Gems could be siphoned to nourish him without requiring him to destroy planets, making Galactus his unsuspecting accomplice in the creation of a portal into our realm. Galactus' current strategy of employing the Infinity Stones to produce energy enough to maintain himself without killing worlds is revealed by Thanos after working on reading Galactus' documents. Additionally, he notices meddling with Galactus' records, though he is unable to imagine who would try to deceive Galactus. Aboard the spacecraft, Adam Warlock is talking to Pip about his affection for Gamora, as well as his fear of dying once more, which he says would be irreversible the second time when the Punisher robots of Galactus unexpectedly assault the ship. They are able to overcome Warlock and take the soul gem from his forehead because of their sheer numbers. With the exception of one who self-destructs, they all teleport themselves before Thanos can reach them. At the same time, Thanos collects crucial information from the spacecraft and teleports away. He reflects that Galactus is indeed the most deadly adversary he has ever encountered. Pip, on the other hand, teleports away with the comatose Warlock. They meet up again, but Pip is dreadfully late, so there is no time to gather allies. According to Thanos, the future of the cosmos is in their hands. Galactus places the final Infinity Gem into the device that will satisfy his appetite as they return to Regal 18. At the same time, the Hunger is getting ready to infiltrate our dimension somewhere else. The fifth issue starts when Pip and Thanos teleport onto Galactus' ship with the intention of destroying it and Galactus. If necessary, he is immediately blasted off the ship by Thanos, who also knocks off his helmet. However, before he can disable the active device, Galactus and his Punisher robots approach, and Galactus follows them closely. Under heavy pressure, Thanos begs Galactus to listen to him and reiterates his findings. Galactus does not take Thanos' warning seriously because of his track record of lying and power lust. Galactus pushes him aside and turns on the contraption, creating a vortex that lets Hunger enter our reality since he feels he is deserving of disdain. Galactus defeated Thanos despite his best efforts, creating a vortex that allowed the mighty and malevolent Hunger to enter the 616 world. There, he quickly seized Galactus' ship and escaped into the universe. He made sure the ship would not really shut down when he gained control of it, allowing him unrestricted access to this universe. Thanos then instructs Galactus to unleash his power cosmic on the Hunger, but this only has a temporary effect as Hunger quickly becomes used to it and absorbs it. Then, in an effort to cut off power to the vortex through which the Hunger was pouring, Thanos set off a number of charges surrounding Galactus' ship, ultimately destroying it. Additionally, Thanos discovered that the Hunger was manually guarding the mechanism that kept the doorway open. Galactus agrees to follow Thanos' command after Hunger immediately takes possession of his spacecraft. Galactus recognizes Thanos' more significant knowledge of interdimensional parasites. Galactus blasts it, but it just gets more powerful. Galactus' spacecraft is destroyed by Thanos, who had already given Pip the order to put explosive devices there, yet the Hunger continues to swarm into our reality. Galactus ponders his action as Hunger starts to devour reality. This realm was swiftly stretched, absorbed, and engulfed as the Hunger began to stream into it. Hunger then made fun of the two and expressed his gratitude for bringing him into this world. As he continued to pour into the realm and consume more of it, he soon covered the whole region where Thanos and Galactus were. Issue number 6 starts when Hunger mocks Galactus and Thanos as the vacuum encircles them, and Thanos declares that the game is still in progress. Galactus is teleported away from the conflict by Pip, who suddenly emerges. In the meantime, Thanos is able to shut off the ship's power, delaying Hunger's entrance and enabling himself to regain the Soul Gem. Additionally, he transferred the whole of the old Regal 3 into the gravitational field of Regal 18. In the midst of the two worlds colliding, Pip teleports him away. Thanos releases Pip and hands him the Soul Gem to heal Warlock as they take off on his spacecraft. Hunger persisted in his taunts while becoming curious about Thanos' potential scheme. Hunger was unaware that Thanos had set a deadline already for the Galactus ship's shutdown. Additionally, one of the Infinity Gems that permitted Hunger to flood the realm was taken by Thanos. Hunger was still powerful enough to murder Thanos even if he was still attached to his bolt and wanted to take the gem away and reopen the vortex. As he teleported away from the world, Thanos transferred an uninhabited planet to the region, placing Hunger in the path of both the planets as they collided with incredible energy. Thanos departed the area after concluding that the threat was over. Hunger, who was only a few inches tall and survived the crash, went unnoticed. In the shattered remnants of the two planets, Thanos teleports using his own technology and discovers that Galactus has escaped, albeit wounded and feeble. Then, Thanos warns Galactus that his reckless consumption of worlds will one day lead to the alliance of powerful nations against him, and that all will come to an end. We witness a small piece of Hunger that did escape the planetary explosion. This black ball propels itself into space from Galactus' glove later as Thanos travels away in his spacecraft. Adam Warlock expresses his appreciation to Thanos and promises to go back to Gamora and Adleza once he has completely recovered and received the Soul Gem back on his forehead. They part ways as comrades and friends. A drunk Pip, the troll, teleports back to his ship and sleeps soundly while Thanos muses about his fate. There must be boundaries to uphold morality, so Thanos commands his maintenance bots to throw him into a trash can. What makes Hunger so deadly? The powerful and enormous monster known as Hunger is reported to have consumed over 1,000 universes. Hunger has the power to consume almost any type of matter or energy, and even the very fabric of reality, according to some. Once it learns their makeup, energy bursts are innocuous to it, and the monster can readily absorb such things. As long as his focus is on reality, Hunger has the capacity to perceive every occurrence inside it. This involves breaching the fourth wall and addressing the reader of comic books directly. Hunger has the ability to slightly change reality from a distance, which can affect computer algorithms and even sentient people's logical reasoning processes. Hunger has the ability to manipulate technology, when he is present in reality directly, he was also an extremely powerful telepath, even commanding Galactus to carry out his orders from a distance in a different universe. When entering dimensions, he is likewise extremely susceptible, but ultimately he adjusts and withstands the attacks that are directed at him. In the 616 universe, Hunger also educated himself to speak 106 other languages, as if the languages were gateways you could just walk through. He can likewise easily cross between parallel dimensions, although he had problems with spherical dimensions. Marvelous verdict. The Defenders return to the third cosmos in Defenders Volume 6, Issue Number 5, and aid in the destruction of the Anti-All, a primal manifestation of emptiness. Doctor Strange hypothesizes that when heroes battle the Great Nothing within their own errors, they also battle the Anti-All when the monster is supposedly broken into one piece for each reality. This might imply that the Anti-All's breach gave rise to a creature like Hunger. He may absorb space-time continuums, but that seems more plausible to us than not. He's difficult to evaluate since he absorbs reality slowly. Even though he is claimed to be more challenging than Galactus and was recently shown to be able to destroy Thanos when Thanos had siphoned the Living Tribunal as well as all the other abstract beings, he is merely global in scale. Because Jim Starlin assigns a considerably lower power level for the cosmic beings than some of the Marvel writers, Hunger is essentially a scaling nightmare. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.